High drama outside Malaysia's parliament. Opposition leaders Anwar, Ibrahim and Dr. Mahathir Mohamad have marched in protest at a 2-week shutdown of the building. The final session of parliament was cancelled after several coronavirus cases were detected. But the opposition says that it's just another ploy for Prime Minister Muhyiddin Yassin to dodge a no-confidence vote. Melissa Go with this report.
United by their common goal to oust Prime Minister Muhyiddin Yassin, opposition MPs took to the streets for the first time since they lost power in February last year. The Muhyiddin-led government, they said, has badly handled the COVID-19 pandemic that saw 1.1 million infected and over 9,000 deaths. On top of that, he and his ministers, they said, have misled the House and went against the King by revoking the emergency rule without a debate or vote. The Parliament was under lockdown after reports of fresh infections involving possibly the highly infectious Delta variant last week. MPs were denied entry this morning and diverted to the city's Independence Square.
Legally, we have the right to be in Parliament. That's right. We cannot be stopped and refrained from entering Parliament to discuss.
Saya lihat begitu ramai polis jaga. Kita bukan kriminal. Tak payahlah polis apa.
Despite intense negotiation led by opposition leader Anwar Ibrahim, MPs failed to pass the police line and aborted their march to Parliament.
Now, this is not the end of it. Although the opposition have dispersed, their bent will continue to put pressures on Prime Minister Muhyiddin to step down. And ultimately, it's a numbers game.
There are 220 MPs currently. The opposition believe that Prime Minister Muhyiddin has lost the simple majority needed to govern.
Saya dapat maklumat ada dari parti-parti lain yang telah mengemukakan senarai yang minta keluar daripada Barisan Perikatan Nasional. Maka dengan 107 yang ada di sini, tanpa mereka kerajaan sudah ditumbangkan.
But until a vote is called, no one knows for sure.
Are we alone, or are there others that currently say that they are in his government that don't support him? That's what we want a parliamentary session for. A vote can be taken, which will then disclose whether or not he actually has the support that he claims he has.
And meanwhile, it's the show of force by Prime Minister Muhyiddin's administration that's continued to struggle, of course, for his resignation. 500 riot police were dispatched, while water cannon trucks were on standby. Just 2 days ago, hundreds of students staged a peaceful protest calling for his removal. The police have warned actions against protesters for breaching SOPs during the lockdown, including MPs.
Telah ada laporan polis yang dibuat ke atas perhimpunan itu. Justru siasatan akan kita jalankan.
The next parliament session doesn't start till September 6. Mr. Muhyiddin's biggest ally, the United Malays National Organisation, or UMNO, is reportedly weighing option of an interim prime minister to replace him till election is called. Melissa Go, CNA, Kuala Lumpur.